slipping through the room, not asking anything of me. No alarm fighting my body, no weight pulling me forward too soon. I'd sit still for a second longer, let the day wait at the door. And somewhere in that quiet pause I feel it, today was kinda me. I woke up without resistance, didn't argue with the shape of the day. The mirror didn't demand an answer, just reflected a face that stayed. My eyes looked softer than yesterday, like they learned something overnight. Nothing magical happened at all, still everything felt lighter. I moved through the morning slowly, let my breath set the pace. Didn't rush my own reflection, didn't apologize for space. I let myself exist unedited, no pressure to impress or perform. And for once that felt like progress, not loud but warm. I didn't rush what didn't need speed, didn't force myself to lead. I let the moment be enough for me. Today was kinda me, not perfect, not a victory, just gentle moments finding me where I already was. I showed up honestly, stayed soft when I could have been hard on me. Yeah, today was kind to me, and that feels like love. I did what I could, then I stopped, didn't punish myself for the rest I took. Answer life in a quieter voice, didn't overanalyze every look. I said no without explaining, said yes without Nothing to prove, nothing to chase, just gratitude settling into place. Today was kinda mean. I replay my days too often, looking for the cracks, the flaws, wondering what I should have done, what I missed, what I paused. But tonight something shifts inside, not loud, not sudden, just clear. A quiet voice I usually ignore is finally easy to hear. I always focus on what went wrong, like that's the only part that's true. Every hesitation, every pause, every moment I felt unsure of what to do. But I forget how many times I stayed when it would have been easier to leave. I forget the strength it took just to keep going and believe. I showed up tired but honest, didn't pretend I was stronger than I was. I listened more than I spoke today, let silence do its job. And even when I doubted myself, I didn't let it stop me cold. That alone deserves recognition, more than I've ever been told. Maybe effort doesn't need applause, maybe courage isn't loud at all. I did better than I think, even on my quiet days. I stayed present, I stayed real, I didn't walk away. I didn't quit on myself when no one else could see it. I did better than I think, and that matters deeply to me. Not every effort leaves a mark, not every step feels like a win. Some days the bravest thing you do is letting yourself begin. I answered messages I wanted to avoid, faced things I could have delayed. I didn't make it perfect, but I stayed. I didn't let comparison win, didn't measure my pace against someone else's run. I moved forward in my own rhythm, even when progress felt numb. And maybe no one noticed the weight I carried, so quietly deep today. But I felt it, and I held it, and I didn't break. I don't need proof tonight, just a kind of point of view. I did better than I think, more than I give myself credit for. I didn't shrink, I didn't disappear, I didn't close the door. I stayed soft in a world that asks for armor every day. Yeah, I did better than I think, and I'm proud of myself for that. I made space for my feelings, didn't rush them out of the way. Let myself feel tired without guilt, let myself pause and stay. I didn't answer every question, didn't solve everything at once, but I trusted that showing up gently was more than enough. And maybe I still have things to learn, still places inside me to grow. But tonight I'm not rewriting the day to make myself smaller than I know. I'm letting the truth settle in. Not everything needs to hurt to mean something. Maybe growth is quieter than we expect. Maybe it looks like staying kind. Maybe doing better isn't winning, it's not leaving yourself behind. Maybe tonight doesn't need a lesson, just permission to rest, to say I did what I could today, and would that be enough? I did better than I think, better than I think, better than I think, better than I think. I did better than I think, and I'm finally letting that land. I don't need to tear myself down to understand who I am. I stayed honest, I stayed present, I stayed when it wasn't easy. Yeah, I did better than I think, and that feels like a victory. I'll let this thought stay with me tonight, not rush past it like I usually do. I don't need to be perfect to move forward, I just need to be true. I did better than I think. There's a quiet warmth inside me, not loud enough to show. No spotlight, no reflection, just something softly letting me know. I don't wake up shining, I don't sparkle when I move, but there's a gentle light living in me, and tonight I finally feel it too. I used to think brightness meant effort, like joy had to be earned somehow, like happiness only counted if it showed up big and loud. But this feeling doesn't ask for attention, doesn't need a reason to stay. It just sits beneath my ribs, warming me in a quiet way. I walk through the day unnoticed, but I'm not invisible inside. There's a calm glow behind my heartbeat, like I don't need to hide. I don't need to prove I'm okay, I don't need to convince myself. This light doesn't come from outside praise, it lives quietly by itself. I don't need to compete, I'm learning how to trust what's already in me. There's sunlight in my chest, soft and steady, not a test. I don't chase it, I don't guess, I just let it rest. There's sunlight in my chest, even when I'm standing still. I don't need to force a smile, I just feel. Some days I move a little slower, some days I don't say much at all, but silence doesn't scare me lately, it doesn't feel like a fall. I let moments pass and judge, let my breath find its own pace. And somewhere in that loosened space I feel warmth settle into place. I don't rush to label the feeling, I don't worry how long it stays. I let it come, I let it linger, I let it color my days. It doesn't promise forever, it doesn't ask me to believe, it just reminds me I'm alive, and that's more than enough for me. Maybe joy doesn't need excitement, maybe calm can still be bright. There's sunlight in my chest, a quiet yes instead of stress. I don't need to look my best to feel blessed. There's sunlight in my chest and it's mine to keep. I don't know it to the world, this warmth belongs to me. I stopped waiting for the perfect news, stopped asking when I'd feel ready. I don't need fireworks to know my heart gentle glow inside of me. I'm not floating, I'm not rushing, I'm not trying to ascend. I'm just grounded in this warmth, letting it gently extend. Maybe happiness is quieter than we were told. Maybe it doesn't need to unfold into something everyone can see. Maybe it's enough to know I feel safe inside of me. Maybe light isn't meant to blind. Maybe it's meant to guide, to sit beside you patiently while you live your life. There's sunlight in my chest, and I don't need to explain it. I don't question it, I don't chase, I just let myself stay in it. I've learned not every joy is loud, not every gift needs proof. There's sunlight in my chest, and that's my truth. The day moves on, the light may fade, but something warm remains. I don't need to hold it tightly, it knows my name. There's sunlight in my chest. I used to wait for something big, a moment loud enough to prove that I was doing something right, that I had something to show. But tonight I'm noticing something else, a quieter kind of pride. And for the first time, I'm letting that be enough. I didn't conquer the world today, didn't cross anything off in red. No dramatic finish line, no one cheering in my head. But I woke up and I stayed present, didn't disappear halfway through. I handled what was right in front of me, and that's something I rarely used to do. I didn't rush my own healing, didn't shame myself for pace. I chose patience over pressure, letting myself take up space. And even when the progress felt invisible, when nothing looked impressive from the outside, I felt it, a quiet shift that didn't lie. I don't need everything to sparkle, I don't need proof in neon light. Soft winds still matter, quiet steps still count. I didn't break, I didn't rush, and I'm proud of that now. No headlines, no standing ovation, just honesty all the way through. Soft winds still matter, especially to you. I answer gently instead of reacting, pause instead of saying too much. I notice when I need a rest, and I listen when my body spoke up. I didn't chase validation, didn't compare where I stand. I stayed rooted in my own rhythm, trusted my own hands. I let myself be unfinished, didn't demand closure today. Some things stayed unresolved, and I let them stay that way. Because growth doesn't always look like progress, sometimes it looks like restraint, like choosing not to reopen wounds just to prove you can feel pain. Maybe strength isn't always loud, maybe winning doesn't always bow. Soft winds still matter, even when no one sees, even when the only soft winds still matter. And today I understood. I stopped measuring my worth by how exhausted I became. Stopped believing struggle was the only proof I changed. I let ease into my decisions, let calm guide what I do. And that felt unfamiliar at first, but it also felt true. I didn't turn pain into motivation, didn't push just to feel strong. I let healing be gentle, and somehow nothing felt wrong. It felt steady, it felt real, it felt like something I could keep. Maybe I don't need a breakthrough, maybe I just need consistency. Maybe choosing myself quietly is the bravest thing in me. Maybe success isn't a moment, maybe it's a way you stay. And maybe tonight I can say I move forward, and that's okay. Soft winds still matter, they matter most of all. No trophies, no finish line, just a calm heart, learning time. I don't need more than this to say I did enough today. I'm not celebrating anything special, no big news to explain. Just standing in the middle of my day and feeling okay. Not the kind of okay that fades fast, not the kind I have to say twice. Just a simple, honest thought. I like my life today. I used to measure my days by how far they were from better, always waiting for a future version I thought I liked more. But today I'm not reaching ahead, not wishing I was somewhere else. I'm right here in my own routine, and it feels like enough for myself. My place isn't perfect, my schedule still gets messy. Some things remain unresolved, some dreams still feel heavy. But there's comfort in the familiar now, and knowing what this life contains. I don't feel trapped in it today, I feel grounded. I'm not pretending everything's right, I'm just not fighting what's already mine. I like my life today, not someday, not someday soon. Just this version of me, standing in the afternoon. I don't need to change a thing to feel okay this way. Yeah, I like my life today, and I'm letting that stay. I move through my hours gently, not racing the clock anymore. I stop when I need to breathe, I don't push just to prove what for. I answer messages honestly, leave someone else something I trust, and somehow that makes my life feel fuller than all the noise ever was. I'm not claiming this will last forever. I know days change shape, but today feels honest and real. And I don't want to escape, I don't need to improve this moment. Before I let myself stay, I just let it be what it is, and I smile anyway. Maybe contentment isn't boring. Maybe it's brave to stop waiting for permission to enjoy the life you made. Maybe lacking your life right now isn't settling at all. Maybe it's finally answering what your heart's been asking all along. Way. I don't need it to impress anyone, I don't need it to change. I'm learning joy doesn't have to wait, doesn't have to hesitate. Yeah, I like my life today, and that's my reward. The day moves on, and so will I, but I'll remember this feeling when the hours press play. Today. Nothing special happened today, no good news waiting to be told. But there's a softness in my chest, a quiet warmth I didn't plan to hold. I catch myself in the middle of the day, and before I can overthink it through, there it is, a small smile with no reason to. I used to search for explanations, like joy had to make sense. I'd question every good feeling, wonder where it came from, what it meant. But today I don't interrogate it, don't ask it where it's from. I just let it sit beside me like it doesn't know me anything. I walk a little lighter than before, not because the road is clear, just because my mind isn't pulling every moment into fear. I'm not trying to fix the past, not racing toward what's next. I'm just here, and somehow that feels like rest. I don't need a story, I don't need a cause. I'm smiling without a reason, and I'm letting that be okay. Not everything good needs meaning, not every joy needs a name. I'm smiling without a reason, and I don't push it away. I let the feeling stay as it is, just life, just simple, just a day. I notice the way my body feels when I'm not bracing for impact. My shoulders drop without permission, my breath doesn't feel attacked. The noise around me softens slightly, or maybe I'm just listening less. Either way, there's space between my thoughts, and that space feels generous. I don't check in with my worries, don't ask them what they think. I let them pass me by like strangers. I don't have the energy to grieve. For once my mind feels cooperative, like it's taking a break too. And in that quiet agreement I maybe it just shows up gently. I'm smiling without a reason, not because everything's right, just because the moment feels easy, just because my heart feels light. I'm smiling without a reason, and I don't need to explain. I don't hold on to it tightly, I let it come, I let it fade. I stopped expecting joy to last forever, stopped fearing it would disappear. I don't grip it when it arrives, I don't chase it when it's here. I let it pass through my afternoon, like sunlight through an open room. It doesn't change my whole life, but it softens how I move. And maybe this is what reward feels like. Not excitement, not release, just the absence of tension, just a moment of ease. I don't need to be grateful out loud, I don't need to mark the day. I just notice how calm I feel, and that's enough to stay. Maybe joy isn't something I earn, maybe it's something to allow. Maybe it visits when you stop demanding that life explain itself somehow. Maybe smiling without a reason isn't shallow or naive. Maybe it's proof I'm finally learning how to let myself be free. Justify it, I don't need to analyze. I let this small joy pass through me without turning it into a plan. I'm smiling without a reason, and I understand that sometimes that's happiness. The day keeps moving, so will I. But I'll remember this moment when things get loud again inside. Smiling without a reason. No fireworks in the sky tonight, no loud moment I need to replay. Just a steady ease in my breathing, like everything is gently in its place. I don't feel the urge to reach for more, I don't feel the need to hide. There's a quiet warmth settling in, and I realize this is what calm joy feels like. I used to think happiness had a sound, something sharp, something bright, like joy only counted if it pulled me up out of the ordinary night. But this feeling doesn't lift me off the ground, it doesn't rush my heartbeat fast. It feels more like balance than excitement, like something built to last. I move through my day without resistance, without asking it to impress me. I let moments come as they are, I let them pass See, this is what calm joy feels like. Not loud, not hard to hold. It doesn't ask me to chase it. It doesn't ask to be told. This is what calm joy feels like. Settle deep, steady and true. No rush, no edge, no pressure. Just me being okay with you. I notice how my body rests now, how my shoulders don't stay tight. I don't scan the room for danger. I don't brace myself inside. The world feels less like something to manage, more like something I can trust. I don't need to be alert every second. I don't need to be enough. I let silence sit between my thoughts, not filling every gap. I don't interrupt the quiet anymore. I don't fear the lack. And somehow this space feels generous, like it's giving something back. I'm not entertained, I'm not distracted. I'm present and relaxed. Maybe peace isn't the absence of feeling. Maybe it's the absence of fear. But this is what calm joy feels like. A gentle yes inside my chest. I don't need the moment to prove itself. I don't need it to be the best. This is what calm joy feels like. Unassuming, warm and clear. It doesn't disappear when I stop noticing. It's still here. Stop confusing intensity with meaning. Stop thinking louder was better. I don't need to feel overwhelmed to believe something matters. This joy doesn't shake my foundation. It reinforces it quietly, like a rhythm I can return to whenever I need stability. I don't worry how long it will last. I don't plan around its end. I let it exist in the present tense, like a calm, dependable friend. And even if tomorrow feels different, even if this feeling fades, I'll remember how natural it felt to be okay this way. Maybe joy isn't a destination. Maybe it's a state of ease. And maybe it shows up when you stop demanding that life perform for you constantly. Maybe calm joy is learning you don't need to be moved to feel alive. You just need to feel safe where you are. This is what calm joy feels like, and I recognize it now. It's not excitement pulling me forward, it's contentment holding me down. And this is what calm joy feels like, and I don't need to ask for more. I'm not waiting for something better, I'm already here. The day keeps moving gently, so does my mind. I carry this feeling with me without trying to define. This is what calm joy feels like. Didn't change the world today, didn't make a bold display, but somewhere between the hours passing by, I chose myself, and I didn't ask why. I noticed when my breath felt shallow, and I slowed it down on purpose. I stepped away before exhaustion spoke louder, before I had to earn my rest. I listened when my body whispered instead of waiting for it to scream. That alone felt unfamiliar, but it also felt clean. I let myself eat when I was hungry, not rushing, not distracted. I put my phone down when my head felt heavy, let silence feel uninteracted. I didn't push through just to prove something, didn't call it weakness when I paused. I called it what it was, care. I didn't need permission, I didn't need a sign. I took care of myself today in the smallest, quietest ways. I didn't fix everything, but I didn't look away. I took care of myself today, and I'm letting that be enough. No applause, no explanation, just kindness. I didn't rush. I said no without apologizing, said yes without overthinking. I let go of one unnecessary worry, let my shoulders stop bracing. I noticed when my thoughts turned sharp, and I softened how I spoke. I didn't tear myself down for feeling tired, I let myself cope. I didn't compare my pace to anyone else's, didn't question where I should be. I trusted the timing of my own life, let it move naturally. And even when guilt tried to visit, telling me I hadn't done enough, I reminded myself gently, rest counts too. Taking care doesn't need witnesses, it just needs honesty. I took care of myself today, not in ways that look impressive, but in moments where I usually disappear. I stayed present, I took care of myself today, and I'm proud of how that felt. I didn't abandon my needs for once, I stayed with myself. I didn't expect it to feel like victory, didn't think it would feel like strength, but there's something grounding in knowing I protected my own space. I didn't wait until everything was done, I didn't earn this kindness later, I chose it in the middle of the day, and that choice felt braver. I'm learning care isn't something extra, not a reward you get at the end, it's something you weave into your life again and again. And today I took one careful stitch, nothing flashy, nothing loud, just enough to hold myself together, and that feels profound. Maybe caring for yourself is the most honest work you'll do. Maybe it doesn't need to be productive to be true. Maybe tending to your own heart isn't selfish or small, maybe it's how you stay whole through it all. I took care of myself today, and I won't downplay that now. I didn't push past my limits, I listened instead of how. I took care of myself today. something borrowed, like something I'd have to return. But lately they sit with me differently. They don't slide off, they stay. I used to doubt every kind moment, wonder when it would be taken away. I braced myself for disappointment, even on the brightest days. If something good came easily, I questioned what it meant. I didn't trust the comfort, I waited for the end. But now I notice a shift inside me, subtle but steady and real. I don't flinch when life feels gentle, I don't rush to overthink how I feel. I let good things land where they arrive, I let them settle in my chest. I don't tell myself I don't deserve it, I just rest. Maybe I've grown into this ease, maybe I'm learning how to receive. Good things fit me better now, like they finally know my shape. I don't push them away anymore, I don't second guess. Good things fit me better now, I don't question why they stay. I let them feel natural in my life, I let myself feel okay. I stopped shrinking inside moments of joy, stopped asking if they were too much. I don't dilute my happiness anymore, just to keep in touch with old versions of me that only knew how to survive. I'm allowed to feel good now. I notice how my body reacts differently, how my breath doesn't catch. I don't prepare for impact when something good lasts. I don't rush to explain it away, don't pretend it's temporary. I let myself enjoy the calm without feeling weary. I don't need to earn this feeling twice, I don't need to justify. Good things fit me better now, like comfort I've grown into. I don't need to prove I'm worthy, I already know. Good things fit me better now, and I'm not afraid to say that ease feels right inside my life in a quiet, steady way. I've made space inside my routine for joy that doesn't rush or shout. I don't sabotage peaceful moments just to feel in control again. I let laughter last longer, let calm move through my day. I don't apologize for enjoying it, I don't push it away. Maybe this is what healing looks like, not fireworks, not a scene, just waking up and realizing the peace feels more like me. I don't feel like I'm pretending anymore, I don't feel like I'm out of place. Good things don't feel foreign now, they feel familiar on my face. Maybe I didn't change overnight, maybe it happened slow, moment by moment, letting myself grow. Maybe I stopped telling myself that comfort would make me weak, and now good things fit my life like they're meant to be. Good things fit me better now, and I don't feel guilty for that. I don't look over my shoulder anymore, wondering when they'll collapse. Good things fit me better now, and I'm learning how to stay in The day finally lets go of me, the noise fades into the room. I don't replay what I said or didn't say. I don't need closure this soon. I loosen my shoulders, I soften my breath. Tonight doesn't ask me for anything, and neither do I. I spent so long trying to be enough, trying to earn my place, holding myself together in rooms that never asked me to stay. But tonight the lights feel lower, the expectations fall quiet. I don't need to perform my worth, I don't need to deny it. I don't scroll through old conversations, I don't measure where I stand. I don't rehearse better versions of me that might have been misunderstood. I let the day be what it was, I let it end where it ends. I don't chase validation into the night, I let myself descend. I've said enough, I've done enough. I don't know this moment anything else. There's nothing to prove tonight, nothing left to defend. I don't need to explain myself to anyone. Even then, there's nothing to prove tonight. I finally feel it's true. I lay down the armor of the day and breathe like I'm allowed to. Mistakes tonight, I don't sharpen them into lessons. I let them rest where they belong in the past, not in my chest. I don't compare how far I've come to someone else's highlight reel. I don't ask if I should be more by now, I let myself feel real. The room doesn't expect anything, the mirror stays neutral too. I'm not impressive, I'm not failing, I'm just me, and that will do. I don't push myself into tomorrow, I don't borrow worry in advance. I stay right here in this quiet pause where my mind can unclench. I don't need permission to rest inside my own skin. There's nothing to prove tonight, no image left to maintain. I don't need to be strong or inspiring, I don't need to explain my pain. There's nothing to prove tonight, and that feels like freedom now. I don't know the world my best self, I've already given enough. I notice how my body feels lighter when I stop holding my breath. How silence stops feeling awkward when I don't fill it with regret. I let tiredness settle honestly, I don't shame it away. I earn this quiet by living today, that's all I need to say. And maybe tomorrow I'll try again, maybe I'll wanna grow or change. But tonight isn't for becoming more, it's for staying the same. I don't rehearse the future, I don't revise the past. I stay with what's here right now and let the moment last. Maybe rest is the bravest answer to a world that always asks for more. Maybe stopping is how you remember what you were pushing for. Maybe nothing to prove is the truest form of peace. Not giving up, just giving yourself relief. There's nothing to prove tonight, and I don't fight that truth. I don't need to be exceptional, I just need to be human too. There's nothing to prove tonight, and I finally let that land. I rest without explaining myself, I hope I always understand. Lights dim, thoughts slow, the day releases its hold. Nothing to prove tonight. I don't always say it out loud, I don't always stop to see, but tonight something settles gently. Acquire respect for me. I used to think pride had to be earned through milestones, trophies, proof like worth only counted if it showed up big and loud. But I've lived through days no one applauded, carried things no one saw, and somehow kept going. That alone means more than I was taught. I didn't always choose the easiest way, didn't always choose a safe. I chose honesty when it was uncomfortable, chose growth when I could have stayed the same. I faced my doubts without turning away, sat with questions I couldn't resolve. I didn't rush myself into answers, I let myself evolve. Maybe pride doesn't shout, maybe it speaks softly. I'm proud of how I'm living, even when no one sees. I show up in ways that matter to the quiet parts of me. I don't live perfectly, but I live honestly. Yeah, I'm proud of how I'm living, and that means everything to me. I learned how to pause instead of react, how to listen before I speak. I learned that strength isn't always pushing, sometimes it's knowing when to breathe. I stopped measuring my life by how busy or impressive it looks. I started asking myself one question: does this feel true? I didn't harden myself to survive, didn't close off just to stay strong. I stayed open even when it hurt, even when things went wrong. I chose kindness when bitterness would have been easier to keep, and I don't regret that choice. It shaped me deeply. I don't need a spotlight, I don't need applause. I'm proud of how I'm living, of the care I bring each day, of the boundaries I learned to set, of the courage it took to stay. I didn't abandon myself when things felt heavy or unclear. I stayed present in my own life, and I honor that here. I've grown in ways that don't translate into simple words or plans. I've softened where I used to brace. I've learned to trust my hands. I don't chase approval like I used to, I don't shrink to be understood. I stand where I am with quiet confidence, and that feels good. I don't claim to have it all figured out, I don't pretend I'm done, but respect the way I keep showing up, even when the path is long. I don't rush myself into becoming more, I appreciate who I've been, and for the first time it feels like a win. Maybe pride is recognizing how far you've already come, not by distance or achievement, but by the person you've become. Maybe living with integrity is the truest form of success, and maybe tonight the realization is enough. I'm proud of how I'm living, of the life I'm choosing now. I don't need it to be perfect, I just need it to be mine. I walk forward with intention, with compassion in my head. Yeah, I'm proud of how I'm living, and I finally understand. past. I've lived this life with care and truth, and I respect myself for that. I'm proud of how I'm living. Night didn't end with fireworks. No final scene, no grand applause. Just light finding its way into the room, like it always does. I'm still here, breathing, and somehow that feels like I spent so long thinking the word had to look like something earned, something visible, measurable, something other people could confirm. But I look around this quiet moment and nothing feels unfinished. The calm in my body, the ease in my chest, this feels intentional. I didn't arrive here by accident. I didn't skip the hard parts. I lived them slowly, honestly, carried them close to my heart. And now standing in this stillness, I understand what they gave. Not perfection, not answers, but peace I can finally claim. I don't need more than this feeling. I don't need it to be named. This is my reward, not money, not praise, not proof. It's the way my shoulders finally rest. It's the way I tell myself the truth. This is my reward, the quiet after trying so hard. I didn't lose myself along the way. I kept my heart. I didn't win every battle. I didn't always feel brave. Some days I barely held together. Some nights I just stayed awake. But I kept choosing to be gentle in a world that asked me to harden up. And the choice, again and again, was more than enough. I learned when to keep going, when to stop and rest. I learned that taking care of myself wasn't weakness, it was respect. I stopped waiting for permission to feel okay where I am. And that moment changed everything, more than any plan ever can. I don't need to chase the future. I don't need to relive the past. This is my reward, the ease I feel inside my skin. Not needing to become someone else to feel like I can begin. This is my reward, the way I finally understand. I was never falling behind, I was becoming who I am. I look back with softer eyes now, not rewriting what has been. I see effort, I see courage, I see how hard I tried back then. I don't wish I had been faster or louder or more certain all the time. I'm grateful I stayed honest, that honesty carried me here alive. I don't rush this moment to end, I don't need to capture it tight. I let it settle gently into me like the end of a long good night. Tomorrow will come when it comes, but tonight belongs to me. And that simple truth feels like luxury. This is my reward. My reward. This is my reward. My reward. This is my reward, and I receive it now, not because I did everything right, but because I stayed somehow. This is my reward, and I don't need more than this. Peace in my body, truth in my heart. I'll remember this. The day begins without asking. The light fills up the room. I don't rush to meet it. I let it come to me.